Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. Tired.
Did you get your eyelashes done? You look great.
I did, but they're not the same. Like I went to the same girl, but it's not the same ones I normally get. These look super fake, and I don't like that.
I
But
love
they're
They look awesome.
they're called a D curve. I
Mhm.
just like the normal lashes because I have a natural curl in mine anyways. So these just look really fake because I have lots of lashes.
Yeah.
Like it took her 2 hours to do these. That's how many lashes I
Uh,
so they're
oh my
just a
God,
little
I love
faker
it.
than normal.
Okay, they look great. I
It's
don't think
it's
they,
just could take a while to get used to.
yeah. Okay, anything that you want to cover for sure. To give you an overview of that video, I wish I would have held off on sending it to you because it's amazing and I think it will be like so freaking motivating for you, but I don't want to get too far ahead in the game. I want
Oh,
to focus on like getting to diamond, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. But when you get time, listen to it. Don't feel like you have to because it's not what you need right now in this minute.
so
But
like I know for my goal for August is to hopefully like Amanda, I'm pretty sure she still has those codes. They're probably going to expire soon.
so
So,
we will all get new codes as soon as I register us for Team Cup.
oh, perfect. So that might help me out then. Because I have two girls from Thunder Bay who I'm giving, they were all for it and I'm giving info with. So they're just talking it over with their spouses. So I'm hoping to have those two. And I have two share carts out that the girls haven't got back to me in like a week.
Okay. Yeah, I have one out like that too. You never know what's going on in people's lives, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they change their mind or whatever. But I think it's super amazing that you don't, because I've made this mistake, count your chickens before they hatch, right? Like that share cart doesn't mean SC points yet, right?
No, no. So like I mean, I made Success Club this month. That's the main thing every month. But I was hoping to at least make it till 10 this month.
Yeah. There's a lot of
So
days left. You might be surprised.
yeah, I'm on holidays again next week though. So I'm at the camper, which means shitty
Yeah,
fucking reception.
that's okay.
And I was debating. I'm like, should I take that week and just do like the bar at cottage and just for like because there's no point in me start like I want to start MBFA, but I'm like, is there a point right now?
You're like a week away. Like, when do you have to start your?
August 3rd we start.
Okay.
So like I'm fine to do the week. If my bod ropes come in, I most likely will do it so I can
Yeah,
try it
yeah,
out.
yeah,
So and I'm gonna pack up all my fucking weights and bring them to the
yeah. Cool. That's so
camper.
exciting. I love it.
So the only thing I wanted to make a list, and of course I didn't have a chance to sit down yet because I've been washing walls.
Oh my God.
Well, and it's frustrating. I have a showing tomorrow,
Oh,
and like I work all day, so I don't have time to really clean, and
yep.
so I'm just frustrated. Oh no, I shouldn't say doesn't. All of a sudden, we are doing this because
Wow.
that's important.
Wow. That's
So
no.
I just I'm like,
Yeah.
and this is where I struggle with keeping motivated because I'm getting close to the fuck it attitude with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep going. And if it wasn't for you with that push, I would have probably have said like, this isn't fucking worth my headaches because this often happens with the gym
Yeah.
and anything like that for me.
Yeah.
I'm usually at that point after a while.
Yeah. So that's kind of what my goal is for today, is to kind of like take the big vision and chunk it down into like very small daily tasks so that it's doable when you're in the middle of life, right?
Yeah. I think I need to break up my system during the day. I almost feel like I want to start getting up at 6 every day, make my shit, sit down, initiate connections. That
Yeah.
will be morning. I automatically do all the daily stuff during the day. The post, I need to start hammering out more. Like I'm doing my post on the fly again. I don't like that.
We need to utilize your trailer time, girlfriend. Big time. Like if you have no internet, like that's your writing time. Like you
Yeah.
could like you could prep 2 weeks in advance. We can work on that. We'll work on that. We'll work on a day-by-day plan for while you're gone. And then that way it'll be easier.
Yeah.
Welcome. Look at everybody else who's on this call. I'm so excited. Hi, Lisa. I love Lisa. I bug her. She bugs me. It's just, you know, how it is. Glad to see you. Okay. Let me jump into this because we only have half an hour and I always get kicked off. So thank you guys for joining me and Noella, because we're both going to be kind of hosting this together. And you are here because you stepped up. You are here because you heard that we were going to be working and you were like, yep, I'm in, right? So that is what I want to talk to you guys a little bit about tonight. I've been listening to some really great calls from my coach about some planning strategies that we're going to go over here in a few minutes, but I wanted to share a story with you that happened to me today. This is kind of the power of PD. One of the biggest things we do as coaches is we work on ourselves first. And PD, or personal development, is like a humongous part of that. And what I need for PD is going to be different than what Marcia needs, or different than what Amanda needs, because we all have our limiting beliefs. We all have our things that we need to work on. But it's important to make that just as much a daily routine as you do your workouts. And I'm going to tell you a real life example of what happened to me today, because I had to dig deep into my PD tool belt, whatever that saying is. I'm French, what can I say? So when I add connections, I'm doing it on my phone. There's this girl, Tara, and she always freaking pops up on my mutual friends list. She's a Beachbody coach. And I know this because I've seen her. She's like number 21 in Canada or something like that. She's like shredded to crap. She's like so fit. She's like everything that I like am not. And she, every time I see her, I see that she is a mutual friend, I'm like, hands off. Like, I don't want to poach anybody else's people, so I won't add any friends if this girl Tara is their friend in common. So I'm saying. And so she's always kind of in my face, and she lives around the corner from me. So I'm at work today, and I go to call in my next patient. And guess who it is? It's Tara. And so I'm like, instantly, I'm like, oh, I just forgot I have an appointment. I got to leave. And someone else, can you see the patient? I'm literally the only one that does my job, right? I'm trying to pawn it off on anybody who will see this chick because she is such a trigger for me. It's not even funny. So in the midst of my scrambling, like, I cannot see this girl, like, hi, buddy. Oh, Lord, here we go. In the midst of me trying to friggin' run in fear from seeing this girl that I will never live up to, I think to myself, okay, what are the stories that I'm making up in my head? And I'm listening to this Audible book right now that has completely changed the way that I think in situations like this. And I've shared it in our team page, and it's a really amazing Audible. It's by Brené Brown. But the whole concept is about authenticity, and it's about the mantra is don't shrink, don't puff up. So when you're in a situation where you're being really called to lean on your authentic self and face something that's difficult, don't shrink, don't puff up, stand your sacred ground. And so I kept hearing this mantra over and over and over in my head, and I was like, I'm definitely shrinking right now. I'm like willing to pay people to see this girl just so I don't have to be in a room with her because she makes me feel so inferior. It's not even funny. And then my alternative, I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to see her. I'm going to put on my headband, my Beachbody headband. I'm going to make sure that my Shakeology cup is turned the right way. And I'm going to call her in and I'm going to let her know who I am because this is my city, right? That was my second thought. So now I've shrunk down. I've puffed way up. And then I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Good night, baby. I love you. Say good night to my friends. Good night. Okay, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So it was in that moment that I was like, I was aware. Good night, sweetie. I was aware of what I was doing in a way that I would never, ever, ever have been before. In my knee jerk reaction, even 2 weeks ago, seeing this girl would have been like, well, I'm too fat. I can't be a coach. She's already got everybody from our area. I'm just gonna, screw it. I'm done, right? Like that would be my old reaction. And I know that you guys are smirking because you can relate to that. I would have normally been like, my whole office was ordering Swiss Chalet for lunch, like literally at that moment. And I was like, have a healthy lunch, or run away and quit my job because I don't want to see this girl that bad, or like totally just say screw it and have the lunch and whatever, I suck anyways, right? And I was like doing this cycle in my head. And this is where my personal development came in so freaking handy today, because I just took a second, I dissected the situation, I broke apart the stories that I was making up in my head and the ones that were actually true, which were like completely different stories. And I acknowledged the fact that I needed out of there because she was triggering me really bad. She's the nicest girl, you guys, but like, and I want to show you pictures of her because she is like shredded up, like she's like it's crazy. But she was triggering me really bad, and so I was like, I was wise enough in my personal development that I could realize I needed to be out of that situation. And so after I was done she was my last patient before lunch, I said to everybody, I'm like, I'm gonna go home and make my shake because I didn't make it this morning, which is so weird because I always make it before work. I'm gonna go home and make my shake. I'll be back in 20 minutes. I just needed that breather to like get out of the situation. And I felt so friggin' empowered by doing that and by making that choice, because I came home and I just felt like the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders. Just getting out of that situation, my anxiety was down. I felt so empowered for choosing healthy food as opposed to the, crap that my coworkers were eating, or like the leftover pizza that was on the counter. And so my whole reason for telling you guys this is because personal development is so important. And if you walk away from this business tomorrow, I want you to bring some part of it with you. And if I were to walk away from this business, which I swear to you I will never do, but theoretically, if I walked away from this business and I spent all the money that it made me, and I was back to where I started, I would always bring with me all of these lessons that I have learned along the way by doing this type of personal development. So that is my plug for you for personal development. I know that every single one of you feel like you have too much on your plate right now and you're overwhelmed in some aspect, and I get that. And I've been there, and I'm still there. Every day I feel overwhelmed and I have to kind of give myself a gut check. But personal development will always be worth it. It will always be something that you will carry with you long after this day is over. And it was just a really great testament today of a really bad situation, of me going into really bad old habits, and then kind of coming out stronger. So I wanted to share that with you guys and see if you had any questions about personal development. We have never talked about this as a group. So I don't know if you can see behind me.
What's your Audible that you said you've been listening to?
It's called, that's my personal development library, by the way. It's all color coded. It's like my most prized possession.
I have one that's You Are a Badass that I've been reading.
It's
and
amazing.
I love that book. It's a friend of mine who had it, and she's like, she could see that I was starting to get depressed again before I started Beachbody. And she's like, take this and read it. And then she goes, fuck everybody else. And I'm like, oh my God, okay.
Yeah.
And
so it is called The Power of Vulnerability. And it's only available on Audible. And she's funny and she's witty, and I listened to it like sped up. Like on Audible, you can actually listen to it like at like 1.5 speed. So she sounds like a chipmunk, but she's like, it's great. It's really good. And I've learned so much about myself. As I do I get something out of every book that I listen to, that I read. But this has been a really, really impactful one so far. So I wanted to drop that nugget on you.
This is something that I decided I'm going to use for my coaching.
Cool. I love that. What's your superpower? That's so cute.
Because it sucks sometimes. Like I don't move during the day. So
Yeah.
this morning, you've seen it at like 10 after 6. Here I am working out because I sit on my ass all day. And I
Yeah.
had to listen to 140 phone calls.
I can relate to that. She's on the phone all day long too. It's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
I don't know how
I
you get
know,
to
but
it.
you listen to these calls and you're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I need a break from this. So then that's why I started my break in the day now. And I kind of took that from Noella because I seen her during her lunchtime hustle there. I'm gonna start videotaping my workouts. Today my mom came and she was she was taking pictures of my ass while I'm working out. I kind of posted them, but that pushed me. I see her doing it on her lunch, and she has what, an hour lunch, Noella?
Yeah.
And just little things like this is
Yeah.
the second night that I rush home. We went to town, did groceries, and I'm like, I gotta be home before 8. I gotta be home for 8. And I'm like, I didn't eat since I had my shake this morning, so here I am stuffing Topper's pizza in my face. I'm like, gotta finish.
All right, so that being said, let me make really good use of your time. I want to share kind of an action plan with you guys today, and if I can blow through it quickly, then we can maybe go over some questions about power hours or some things that you want to get some pointers on. But I was listening to a really great call today, and it's all about Diamond and these ranks and how to get to them. And it occurred to me that I want to really break it all down for you, and I want to show you the difference between working your business and earning an income out of retail, which is totally fine. A lot of people do it. Retail meaning you sell challenge packs, you sign people up, and you you make a bit of money doing it. And then the difference being building a business being adding to your team, getting people to become coaches, discount coaches, getting other people to sort of replicate the healthy habits that you have and spread them with others. And that, you guys, is what really makes the income potential skyrocket. I shared my income progression with you guys the other day for this reason, because a year ago I was doing all the work and I was earning an income based off of retail alone. So I'd sell a few challenge packs, I'd make a few $100, and that was it. Now that I have sold challenge packs consistently for so many months, and these people are becoming loyal Beachbody people and converting to coaches, now I'm at the point in my business, I'm a diamond coach, where I am earning a residual income for stuff that I'm not even doing. So if I go on vacation next week, my team, i.e. you guys and all of the other coaches that I have that are buying shakes or renewing their bot or whatever, that is making me a residual income that I don't have to work for. And that's when the potential gets really big. And I kind of want to break down what the trajectory is to get there, why you want to get there, which we'll go into more detail about, and then how you can get there. Because I dragged my feet on this for a very long time and I wasted a lot of time. And so many of you, Lisa especially, Noella especially, are sitting right there beside a rank advancement, and you are leaving so much money on the table by not taking that step. And I'm going to hopefully be able to explain that to you guys tonight. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I want to try. I'm not a teacher, you guys. I'm going to try though. Okay, can you see my whiteboard behind me? Okay. I need my pointer stick. Okay. So pretend that, I know Noella knows a lot about this. I know Lisa knows some of this already. Pretend you know absolutely nothing about coaching, what a team is, or how it's built. When you're a coach and you build a team, your team goes, oh, you can't see. Hang on. Well, crap. You guys probably can't see that. Hang on, I'm not giving up. One sec.
Because wherever you drew, there's a massive glare.
Nice. Can you see now a little bit? It just says C. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it says. This is me. My coaches don't just go all underneath me like that. Your team builds out in 2 legs. Okay, we call them legs. You have your left leg and your right leg. Okay. As coaches sign up under you, whether that is a discount coach or a working coach or a whatever, your husband, your spouse, whatever, you get to choose which side they go on. And that's kind of all I'm going to get into there because I don't want you to get too overwhelmed. But there's some strategy in terms of what's a more financially rewarding way to place them. But for right now, all I need you to know is your left leg and your right leg. After you're a coach, the next step up is something called Emerald. Emerald means that you have one coach on your left and you have one coach on your right, okay? Having this type of team means that you've really launched your business and you've opened up the doors to the rest of the compensation plan. This means that you are no longer just earning an income based off of like a commission from a retail sale. This means now all of a sudden you are going to be eligible for team cycle bonuses, which is based on what everybody does, but you're also going to be eligible for prizes, monthly swags. Once you hit Emerald, you get free customers from the company. These can turn into being your best clients. You guys have all seen James. He's the dude in our team. He was a freebie that I got when he was like 400 pounds because I was Emerald, right? James came into my life, like he's from Ohio. I've never met him in my life, but we connected. He had an amazing transformation. And I got connected with him because I was Emerald. Michelle Hone, she's another one in our team who was totally a free lead that I got. Like, I don't know how I got so lucky to get her either, but she has been amazing. So that's really the benefit to Emerald, okay? Once you're Emerald, and what I really want to focus on tonight is the next like really big rank advancement, which is what we call Diamond. So being a Diamond coach means that you have 4 people on your left and you have 4 people on your right. Okay, remember, these don't have to be working coaches. These can be discount coaches. I mean, Lisa's a coach technically already, even though she doesn't coach a ton. And like, you know, you can have tons of these. It doesn't have to be, there's no criteria. Anybody can be these. A Diamond coach is 4 and 4, but 1 on each side has to be an Emerald. Okay, so say over here, I have Noella. She has to have 2 coaches on her side. Okay, and then say I have Lisa over there. She's got to have 2 coaches on her side. Okay, so this is the structure of Diamond. This is how it works. 4 and 4 with 1 Emerald here, 1 Emerald there. It doesn't work if you have 2 Emeralds here and none there. You have to build balanced. Okay, so this is where once you start signing up coaches, we will have a discussion about whether this person is a working coach versus a discount coach and maybe strategically where we place them. But for right now, what you need to know is 4 and 4, and then you need to have 2 Emeralds at the bottom, okay? You're looking at this right now, and you are looking at it like, I'm out. Like, I'm not gonna recruit 10 people. I'm not doing it. Like, it's just not gonna happen, and I know that you're thinking that. I want to slow this down, and I want to only focus on this. I only want to focus on this top row here, this emerald here, these two people here, because these two people here unlocks the potential for everything beneath it. And when you hit diamond, we talked about getting free customers as emerald and whatnot. When you hit diamond, the bonuses go even bigger. So instead of getting bonused $14, for example, for every cycle, which is how we calculate it, you don't need to know what that is right now. You just need to know that it's $14. As soon as you hit diamond, it's $18. So unfortunately, what Noelle is doing right now is she has a beautiful, like Noelle has a beautiful organization. She's got crap loads of coaches everywhere, but she doesn't have the emeralds yet. So she's staying at $14, and every single time she cashes in that $14, which can be like up to several $100s a week.
Well, I want to be emerald by the end of August.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge you on that, and I love that you just said that, because you could be emerald by the end of the day, and I mean, not the end of the day, but the end of the week for sure. But I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Because every time Noella cashes in that $14, she's losing out. She's leaving money on the table. She's losing out on being $18, which adds up, like big time adds up. I've been showing her my team cycle bonus so she can kind of understand the difference. But getting to diamond is like the first big goal. So go ahead.
So emerald is just two coaches, whether they're discount coaches or not?
Exactly. Okay. So strategically, if we look at it like this, two people. When you're just starting your business and you haven't really signed up a lot of people, you have all of your warm market to still use, which is such a beautiful thing because those people already know and love you. So this percentage might be a little bit different, but it's been shown that about 1 in 10 people that you invite will end up joining you. Okay, so 1 in 10 people will end up filling in one of these spots. So if we say, what's today? Today is the 22nd. So if we say that Amanda wants to be emerald by the 29th, we want to fill 2 places, which means we got to invite at least 20 people minimum to get these spots filled. And that's like, that's just approximate, that's the average. But we want to invite at least 20 people to get those spots filled. So then you look at it that way, and you have 20 invites that you have to send out. How many invites does that mean you have to send every day? If we break it down. Little under 5, but we'll call it 5 invites every single day. Okay, that is, an invite is this. Hey Marcia, thanks for showing love on my post today. I'm loving the workout program I'm doing. A whole bunch of us are starting it in August. Do you want me to send you info? Done. Repeat it 5 times. Okay, so if you look at it this way, does that not seem a lot more doable than when I had it all mapped out and you saw all those open spots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then an emerald and an emerald. So what I want you guys to see is how doable all of these bubbles are if you just commit to doing the daily things that will get them filled. So your action item for tonight, and I do this every single Wednesday night, and I have my coaches do the same thing, is I want you to map out your diamond roadmap. This is what I call a roadmap. This is the direction that we're going with the things we need to fill in. And every single Wednesday night, and I do this on Wednesdays because the Beachbody World renews every Thursday. Okay, so I do it every Wednesday night just to know what I'm getting into tomorrow morning when we start a new week. I map all of this out. I see the bubbles that are missing. I see the places where I need to push. I see the people, you know, maybe I know for a fact Marcia's over here, and she would be someone who could easily get there. Lisa, for me, is over here. Lisa's got one already, so she's already halfway there. I can see now where I really want to spend my time and where I want to add training to people to help me fill in this bubble, all these bubbles. So what I want you to do for me tonight is draw this out with a bunch of open bubbles. It doesn't matter, 4 and 4, and then 2 of them branch off. And I want you to associate timelines with it. So I want you to say, okay, my goal for this one is a week from now. So July 29th. I'll take a picture of this and I'll send it to you guys. My goal for that week is going to be August 5. My goal for this week is August 12. And my goal for this is August 19th. Don't worry so much about the emeralds. Those are going to come once you figure out who's going to do the rest. But if you can look at it this way and see it's just 2 people a week. And remember, we broke this down to an average of 5 invites a day, which you could do in 5 minutes easy. I'll give you the script, right? Not that you need that. It's better coming from you. But I'm just saying, if you, like, would you commit to 5 invites a day if you knew that in a month from now, you were a diamond coach earning things that I can't even describe in this call right now? See what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's I'll take a picture of it. I'll send it to you guys. But, and this is something that as a leader, I want you guys to show your people. I want Lisa to tell Christina, would you be on board with me? Like, would you invite 5 people a day? Like, I think we could make a really big impact in the lives of people around me, right? And I want you to see it as something that is tangible, something that is doable and not overwhelming. I want you to have a very clear path of how to get there, because getting to diamond, you guys, is like, it's a game changer in your business. Not even just financially, which of course is great, but there's lots of perks that come along with it. So, big long wannabe teacher, presentation of what a diamond is, how you get there, and what your steps are for tonight, which is to map out all those bubbles and kind of associate a timeline with them of when you would like to reach them by. Remember that my goal is to go emerald every week. So my goal is to add 2, 1 on each side, every week. And if you can keep pumping the well with your daily vital behaviors, which are those things we did the other night in our power hour, which is the inviting, which is the talking to people, all those things which we're going to beat like a dead horse. Like, we're going to do them so much together, you're going to be like, I'm sick of doing this with you. You can build this type of organization that will really leave a big impact in your life and other people's as well. So my friends, the floor is yours. Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? Lisa and I have been talking about getting her to emerald. We have a game plan. We just need to get it done. Amanda's got some really great leads already. Any questions for me about that? You guys are so quiet. Okay. Do me a favor, if you want to push for this, we will push together. If you want to do the retail thing, we will do the retail thing together. That is totally respectable and nothing wrong with that. But if you want to build a significant income, that can really give you a lot of financial freedom and help other people, getting to diamond is the way to go. So let's leave it at that tonight. If you guys don't have any other questions, that's fine.
I
Map
really like how you mapped it out, though.
Pardon?
I really like how you've explained it, because I'm not going to lie, this is the third time I sign up as a coach. Third time. And
Okay.
this is the first time I get it. I get it.
Okay.
And I have it mapped out. I think it's ambitious. I want to be diamond before October.
I love it.
Like,
love it.
It's mapped out already.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what? People will come, people will go. People you think are going to be working coaches are not. People who say they're, I've had people be like, Steph, I'm your girl. I'm going to be the one that's going to make you 1-star diamond. You don't even know what that is yet. It doesn't matter. I've had people be like, I'm your person. Let's run. And then it hasn't worked out, and that's fine. Right.
I told her I want to be a discount coach.
Yeah. She told me she'd be a discount coach. Ask her how many bubbles she has filled. It's stupid. So
when I signed up, I was just going to be a discount coach for a month and then quit and just do the programs. But I ended up going, and I've had people come and go, and I have 5 bubbles on each side right now. And I've had people come and go. I have customers. I have people who aren't coaches. I have people who canceled everything after signing up for the discount coach that are still part of our group. But yeah, and I've been since March, and I don't think I really started trying until April, maybe.
Yeah.
End of April.
Yeah, that's fair. It's totally doable. And, my coach, when I signed up, her thing was like diamond in 90 days. I think you can do it in much less than that if you put your head down, put your blinders on, and do the business building activities, not the fun stuff, not the creating a new banner, not the creating graphics, not remaking trainings for your people, not whatever, not that frou-frou stuff, the business building stuff, which is friggin' talking to people, inviting them, being bold with your invites. You are not asking them to do anything that is not amazing. Like, you are literally just offering them a way to get healthy with you. And like, what an amazing thing to offer people, honestly. Like, your first few invites are going to feel weird. They're going to feel awkward. But then once you realize that, like, you're literally like just doing them a favor by inviting them, like, it just becomes so easy.
How many hours though would you say that you do a week though?
Right now, not a lot. I maybe do 2 hours a day, max. I do an hour at night. I can't do crap between 8 and 8. Nothing.
But that's what got you to diamond, doing about 2 hours a day?
Doing the business building activities, yes. And I've been extremely diligent and focused. It took a lot of discipline to like not do the fun stuff. There's a really great personal development book. Here's another plug, called Eat That Frog. It's a great book. It's all about like doing things you don't want to do and, helping you do them. That was a great book for me. It helped my mindset. But yeah, that's all I do. I don't, my phone is literally not near me during the day. I'm with patients all day long, and I come home and it's a freaking disaster upstairs. And then 8 o'clock hits and my family knows like I'm out. 8 o'clock, I'm here with you guys every single night. My work time in the morning is max an hour, but like, honestly, most of that time is just me working out and then editing my workout, writing my post. I do that in the morning. That's about it. Okay.
If I can suggest one thing, because this is always my struggle, is finding the time, because come 8 o'clock at night, I don't want to do anything. I just want to watch a show, because I spend all day on my computer. And then at one point I was doing the homeschooling, and then my house looks like a bomb went off. So I was like, well, I can't go to bed like this. So I wasn't pushing as hard. I think July was the month, because I was part of a challenge for coaches. July was the month that it all blew up. I signed up, I want to say 10 people in July. So it's very doable. I even, like Steph said last night, I can't sign up. I'm still learning how to do proper onboarding with clients. I'm not even anywhere near at the potential Steph is for onboarding coaches because I still feel like I need to learn. But the nice part is, like, Amanda's under me. We're learning together. So we can brainstorm things together. I know what worked for me. I have suggestions, the same like Steph does. And I pull from that what I can use. And that made the difference. Like, this month isn't as busy for me yet. The end of June was my busy month. This month hasn't been overly better, but I met my success club again. And as long as you can maintain, like, hit your success club every month, right there, you're going to get all those extra perks that I got.
And the thing,
points, right?
That's 5 points. No, 6 points. Yes. Sorry.
It's 5 technically, but like you get 2 for everything. So there's like one little blip where you can get 1 point, but that doesn't happen for anyone. So 3 people. So here's the other thing though, is that, what was I going to say? I was going to say this one quote, but this is not the thing that I really wanted to get out. I don't know where it went. Yeah. Oh no, it's kind of tied together. Anyways, sorry. Wow, that was weird. One of my favorite quotes, and I have to remind myself this often, is that I can do anything, but I can't do everything. And I have to remind myself of this on the daily when I want to just say screw it and like not work at night because my husband's upstairs watching our favorite show, right? But I can't do everything. And sometimes there's some sacrifices that I will make, and sometimes there's some sacrifices that I won't make. But just knowing that you can't do it all. And like, I'm in a season of hustle right now because my goal, we're going to get cut off in a minute here, but my goal is to quit my corporate job, and I will make that happen. So I'm dealing with a little bit of a messy house right now, right? And I'm dealing with, you know, things that are not perfect, because I'm willing to make that sacrifice for something that I'm working really hard for. So you will never feel like you can do it all, and you will never do it all, and you will always feel like you're failing hard at something. Digging into your personal development and learning that that's okay is going to be like the game changer to all of this. So do with this as you will. However you want to work this business, we will meet you there. If you want to run, we will run. If you want to walk, we will walk. If you want to be a retail coach that just sells challenge packs, we will totally back you up. But I needed you guys to understand how tangible and how doable this diamond rank is. I can't wait for you guys to reach it because it's got some pretty amazing perks that come along with it. So if you're in, let me know, let Noella know, and let us know how we can help you. I am here every night at 8, so I can always be reached in between then as well. Just send me a message, okay? All right, my friends, I love you all. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Bye.